What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video where we will talk about the fact that David Lynch is reporting that it's now less likely that Mo Salah will move to Saudi Arabia in the near future next summer, and the Liverpool contract extension hope is much more likely. Mo Salah is much more likely to sign a contract extension because this Saudi project is not taking off as quickly and as much as the Saudi Arabia League would hope for, because Henderson and Bobby Firmino already after 6 months playing in Saudi Arabia, they want out, they want to transfer back to a major European league. So the Saudi Pro League might not be as exciting and as enticing for Mo Salah as it was maybe in the summer. David Lynch said that the general consensus after Liverpool rejected all kinds of offers from Saudi Arabia in the summer that next summer the same battle will continue, but Liverpool's negotiating position will be severely weakened because next summer Mo Salah will only have 1 year left on his contract. But David Lynch said that Liverpool were happy to accept those terms, given that another year of Salah increased the chances of Liverpool getting back in the Champions League and fighting for trophies. And with huge money poured into the Saudi Arabian Pro League, it also felt a safe bet that next summer Mo Salah would still fetch a very big transfer fee even with just 1 year left on his contract. So let me know what are your thoughts on these rumors that Salah is now very likely to sign a contract extension at Liverpool. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and also leave a like on this video if you enjoy these transfer news and Liverpool news updates, and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest uploads every day on my channel. And unfortunately, from the Saudi point of view, 6 months on, it appears, according to David Lynch, that it may have made a significant miscalculation in reckoning that any postponement to a move would only be brief. So he's saying that Mo Salah won't go to Saudi Arabia for another 2 or 3 years. Enough has changed in the last 6 months to suggest that Salah's proposed summer switch to the Saudi Pro League could be at risk. Salah is still only 31 years old, and there is no sign of Salah slowing down and letting up and getting past his prime. He's still very much in his prime, and while Salah is in the peak of his career, why would he go to a very weak league in the Saudi Pro League apart from money? But he's already earning an absolute fortune in Liverpool, £350,000 per week, plus bonuses, plus brand sponsorships, plus image rights fees, all kinds of huge brand deals and sponsorships are flowing into the Salah's bank account. So for just the money, he doesn't need to go to Saudi Arabia. And at Liverpool, it looks like this Liverpool 2.0 new Jurgen Klopp rebuild is taking off rapidly. We are top of the Premier League. We are into the League Cup semi-finals. Let me know what is your score prediction for the Liverpool-Fulham game tonight. I think we need to win this game because away at Fulham is going to be a very tough game. Fulham recently beat Arsenal and they only lost in the last 5 minutes in the Anfield Liverpool-Fulham game, where they were leading 3-2 in the 87th minute, and then Liverpool scored 2 quick goals to turn the game around. So Fulham will be no pushovers, and Middlesbrough beat Chelsea 1-0, and they could have beaten them 2-0 or 3-0 if they had taken their chances. So it could be a Middlesbrough going to the League Cup final, so it's absolutely vital that Liverpool go there. And also we are in the Europa League last 16, we are in the FA Cup 4th round, so Salah has every chance to win a lot of trophies this season and even next season and the seasons beyond, because Liverpool are in a very good place right now. We are still improving and developing, and once our injuries heal, I think Liverpool will be a major force in the title race. Mo Salah is the top scorer in the Premier League. He has the most assists in the league, and these figures are no fluke. Mo Salah has an XG total of 14.3, just behind Erling Haaland's 14.8, and also Mo Salah has the best expected assist number of 8.5. Salah also ranks 6th in the Premier League for key passes with 47 key passes made in the Premier League. He's also 6th for carries into the penalty area, also 47. I mean, he's the complete package. He's a huge threat in the Premier League for opposition defenders. So I think Liverpool should do everything in their power to extend Mo Salah's contract. These aren't the sort of numbers that I just mentioned to you that make a move to a relative footballing backwater in like Saudi Arabia seem appropriate at this point, David Lynch concludes. Salah will also surely have noticed that the Saudi project is perhaps not moving forward as quickly as last summer's trailblazers might have hoped. Jordan Henderson certainly appears to feel that way. The quality of football and the attendance numbers, they are equivalent to English League 1 or League 2 football. So why would Salah go there at this stage of his career? The only thing that makes the Saudi Pro League very attractive is that they are offering absolutely crazy amounts of money. And it would be a huge shame. David Lynch calls it a travesty if Salah would take such a significant step down at this stage of his career where he's still performing at the very highest level. He's still performing at a world-class level. So could he extend his stay at Liverpool, and how tricky might it be to find an agreement? When Liverpool were in negotiations with Salah over the new 3-year deal, they recognized his status as one of the best players in the world, and they handed out the biggest contract in Liverpool history. But any further extension must both acknowledge his worth while also protecting the club from a decline that has seemingly yet to begin. But sooner or later Salah will start declining. So it will be fascinating to see whether that delicate balance can be struck ahead of a summer that will be quite unlike the last, given the pressure on Liverpool to make the decision. Do we keep Salah and then we have to give him a contract extension? Or if we don't give him a contract extension, or if Salah doesn't want to sign a contract extension, then we might have to be forced to sell Salah, which would be an absolutely big blow to Liverpool, because Salah is our best player, he's our top scorer. You are losing a 30 goal a season and 10-15 assists a season player. It's almost impossible to replace that. Only Kylian Mbappe would be comparable in numbers, who Liverpool could potentially sign as a free agent. But Kylian Mbappe is a little bit, or maybe a lot more disruptive than Mo Salah in the dressing room, so I'm not sure if it would be the best idea to go for Kylian Mbappe at this stage. The best thing would be if Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Jurgen Klopp and Trent Alexander-Arnold all signed contract extensions this summer. That would be absolute dreamland for Liverpool fans, and it would absolutely guarantee Liverpool being a force in the title race for the next 3 or 4 years at least. When you look at Salah's physique and his immaculate training regime and how he conducts himself off the pitch, he takes care of his body so well. His injury record is absolutely immaculate. I mean, Salah missed one game through injury in the past 3 years. It's absolutely insane. No reason to suggest that Salah can't go on for another 3 or 4 years at the top in the Premier League and in the Champions League. Because Ronaldo, Messi, Benzema, these kind of world-class players, they carried on until 34, 35 years old easily, and they performed at the top level. I mean, Benzema, Ronaldo, Messi were performing brilliantly in the Champions League and in their respective leagues even when they were 35 years old. Benzema won the Champions League with Real Madrid being 35 years old. I think Ronaldo was close to that age as well. And more journalists are reporting that Mo Salah is leaning towards a contract extension beyond his current contract, which expires next summer, so in 2025. It's a move that makes sense for all parties. He has shown little to no signs of aging. Jurgen Klopp claimed that Salah was not biologically comparable to other players who are above 30 years old. It's easy to see Salah following the examples of all the other elite forwards that I already mentioned. Lewandowski is another name that you could throw in the mix. He's still performing at a very high level at Barcelona at 35, 36 years old. They have continued to impress at the very highest level, well into their 30s. From Liverpool's perspective, I think there is no player who could replace Salah's output and also what he offers Liverpool in the dressing room and off the pitch as well. And that's unlikely to change for several years, unless we make a mega move for Mbappe and somehow can muster up enough wages to tempt him to sign for Liverpool. But then Liverpool's wage bill would be like this: Mbappe being here and all the other players will be like here, and that would upset the dressing room, I think, quite severely. And the Saudi Pro League is not that high of a level. I mean, look at Cristiano Ronaldo. He is the top scorer in 2023 in the calendar year, but not a lot of people are talking about it. Not a lot, apart from Ronaldo fans, not a lot of people are saying that Cristiano Ronaldo is still the best footballer in the world because he scored the most goals because it was in the Saudi Pro League, and the opposition, the defenders, it's English third division level, at least, for most of the games. And Fabrizio Romano just reported this morning that Fabio Carvalho signed his contract at Hull City for a loan deal which will last until the end of the season, and the move is all done, so Carvalho is set to play on Friday, his first game as Hull City's new signing. So that's very good news. I think Hull City are at a decent level, and Tyler Morton is already there on loan, so another Liverpool player joins Hull City on loan. And they have in Liam Rossinier, pretty good manager with really good tactics. So I think Carvalho will play there every week, and he has already played a brilliant season at Fulham at a similar level. So I think Fabio Carvalho should do well in the Championship, but it's worrying that he couldn't get into the Leipzig team. Hopefully he can play a lot of games at Hull, and he can improve and make the next step in his career. And Pep Yinders also said that Liverpool are interested in trusting the young players instead of rushing and signing new players in the transfer window. He said, we always believe in our academy as well. I think one thing that you want to produce your own players to be able to fight and compete to win prizes. The other reason we have the academy is there are 250 players running and dreaming and hoping that when these moments get harder and the season gets tough in terms of injuries, then they can back you. And they so far they did. Look at Conor Bradley. Martinelli is there, he's fresh, he just came on, and he's ready to go one-on-one constantly. And Conor Bradley may be the first one not, but the big diagonal he couldn't clear, but after that he reads and he learns, and he can clear 2 or 3 balls, one against Martinelli. The first one he gets outplayed, but the second time he learns and plays the outside better. So these boys, they learn, and I think Conor and Bobby Clark are not backup players. They are part of our squad. They are young, hungry, and they are made for games like this. Look what happened with Jared Kwanzaa. We put Kwanzaa in against Newcastle with 10 men, and after that he feels our trust and he knows that we can really rely on him. He makes the steps that he makes, and Jared Kwanzaa are now a regular Premier League defender. And what is also brilliant is that when you give these young players a chance and they see that they can compete at this level, their confidence goes through the roof. Because imagine, they have worked tirelessly for like 10 to 15 years to have a crack at the big time, the Premier League level. And when they make their debut, they are absolutely buzzing, full of adrenaline. But then they realize, oh wait, I can actually compete at this level, I can play at this level. And then they just want to take every opportunity. They want to play as well as I can and as well as they can. And they are training hard and they are motivated and they're learning. And at Liverpool, they have the perfect environment, the perfect setup with brilliant coaches and the best manager in the world, Jurgen Klopp, to develop and grow these young players. So having these youth academy players that we can rely on in an injury crisis might actually be the good thing, because a lot of players made their debuts like this. Curtis Jones, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Harvey Elliott, they all got these breaks when Liverpool were struggling with injuries, and look where they are now. Trent Alexander-Arnold is now absolutely world class, one of the best players in the Premier League. Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, very good Premier League level. Not world class yet, but they are improving and developing. Hopefully the next players will be Conor Bradley and Bobby Clark. And they could save Liverpool tens of millions of pounds if these players come good. So come on, I'm really excited to watch these youngsters play against Fulham, and hopefully we can get a good result. We need to beat Fulham at Anfield to actually take an advantage back to the Craven Cottage. outage. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.